Oh wow, okay, almost 1,400 units against Eygrim's 650. But they are the denizens of the undead, so we might have a, well, rather devastating battle on our hands. If the Kingdom of Sarleon decides to lose this, then they're going to be weakened for a very, very long time. Oh my. Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we were just running around really, trying to buy up as many enterprises as possible, and of course doing battle with a couple of the snake cult bandit parties, I guess you could call them. Anyway, as you can see here, we are now in front of Lord Othon. It actually took me a bit of time to find this guy, but thankfully we will be able to speak to him and tell him that we have his taxes. That means I'm going to be losing a little bit of cash here, unfortunately. And... oh, what? Oh, the people of Berglen sing your praises. As their rightful lord and master, it is my duty to assist them in times of hardship. You may mean well, but your actions undermine my authority. In future, mind your own business, madam. I'm actually a guy. I mean, I'm playing a guy. Is he trying to insult us, or I don't even know. I mean, I don't really get it. But oh well, never mind. Okay, so here are all the taxes. I kind of don't feel like giving it to him now, but alright. There you go. We gained 666 experience. Well, that's good. Fine. Very good. Yes. Bye. Yes, that guy was not very nice, was he? Anyway, we are now at war against the Ravenstern. I don't know whether I told you that in the previous episode, but we are. We made peace with the Fyhrr. Yeah, I think I did actually say that. But yeah, we had a bit of a crash as well in the previous episode, so hopefully that's not going to happen this time around. And to try and prevent any further chance of crashes, I'm probably not going to use the automatic taking thing of prisoners and rescued prisoners as well, because I think that was the main cause of it. Anyway, I would like to try and find King Ulrich so that I can get Sigismund back. And we do currently have a quest to go over to Eversold Castle. Castle. And we're probably going to try and do that and maybe fight a couple of people along the way. Maybe we'll be able to participate in a siege. Maybe we'll be able to find some pretty awesome bandits in this area, because we haven't really gone to the north that much. Well, there's a black coven over there. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than that. More prisoners. That is what I would like to see. I'd like to see a whole bunch of prisoners and some high tier ones at that. Alright, so we're kind of in a bit of a pickle here. I was actually running away from a Three Seers army that had wandered a little bit too close to the siege at Eversold Castle. And, well, then I decided to run a little bit south, and then I ran into 4 groups of Vanskari raiders. Now bear in mind that 2 of these groups were also being pursued by a heretic army, or I actually don't know who it was. It was either a heretic army or Eyegrim the Devourer or something along those lines. But it has kind of ended up in us being pretty outnumbered, 57 against 133. This is not really going to work out too well. I mean, just bear in mind that my army is not really outfitted for battle, to be honest. I mean, yeah, you know, we're pretty decent when it comes to winning some battles, but in this case, probably not so good. So I'm a bit worried about this, but maybe we'll be able to get a couple of kills and in the end maybe just prevail by a very, very slim margin. But I suppose we'll find that out very soon. And I'm probably not going to be able to use my lance that much. Oh, the enemy is literally just waiting for us. Okay, well, I was actually going to wait for them, but apparently they are just going to wait. And that's kind of a bit perplexing as well. Yeah, just bear in mind, by the way, that I have no idea what the composition of their army is like. I literally just was trying to get away from the 3 seers. I know the 3 seers, they have about 1,000 units. They're not going to be extremely fast. But, on the other hand, I was also having, again, the other army in nearby proximity to us, and so I was just trying to get away from that as well. So it's kind of difficult to see what we can do here. Okay, so let's just get everyone to move forward. This is really bad, actually, to have these guys all the way over there. They don't seem to have that much cavalry, which I suppose is good, but just bear in mind that they obviously have some very strong units. Okay, well, let's see if we can actually get them to charge in against us. This is really bad for us, because if we... well, there's actually not going to be any reinforcements, is there? There's actually going to be 0 reinforcements, so I suppose I really shouldn't worry about it too much. Well, that's kind of interesting, because usually we have to, take into account what we're going to be receiving in terms of reinforcements and what the enemy is going to be receiving and all that sort of thing, so it is kind of amusing to see if we can actually pull this off. It's going to be super unlikely. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's going to be super unlikely, as you can see here. No! Get me away from here. Thank you very much. Okay, so have they started charging in? Yeah, it seems like they started charging in a little bit. And I'm going to tell my infantry just to charge in here, because it seems as though our archers are being attacked. And that is not nice. That is not nice of these fellows. And maybe I can knock him unconscious or something like that, because, well, never mind. Frederick had his number. He certainly did. Good work. And my infantry is just going to charge in. I'm going to take my cavalry around the side here to the left. And we're going to see if I can maybe get a bit of flanking action going on here. Just bear in mind that we're probably not going to be able to do very well unless I'm able to get a couple of kills. If I'm not able to get a couple of kills... Am I going to die right now? I might. Maybe. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Yeah, now that's exactly my point. If I am going to continually get stopped like that and not going to be able to do that much damage, then I have a bad feeling that we're probably going to lose this battle. I mean, we are severely outnumbered, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up losing, but I can't really do much else, I can't really do anything else, so we're going to try and just do as much damage as we can, and we're going to have to let our archers pepper the enemy as much as possible and, well, just hope that we'll be able to pull off some kind of miracle here. I don't think so, though. Yeah, there's just way too many, in my opinion. There seems to be way too many at the moment. And this mace is obviously not the greatest when it comes to its reach. Nah, don't shoot me, thank you very much. Yes, okay, well... I guess the only thing I can do is just allow our archers to fight them off as they approach. And we do have a couple of cavalry, do bear that in mind, so maybe they're gonna help us out a bit. Ooh, my horse is down. My horse is down, okay. Oh, thank you very much. Range of the clarion call is saving me. Yes. That's what I like. Okay, come on now. Let's try and take him out. Yes, okay, thank you. These shields. These shields. That's not going to work very much. No. Yep, there we go. Oh, phew. Okay, that was close. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, phew. That was close. That was very close. I cannot believe we're actually fighting back here. I've lost 18 units. 12 have been wounded. And we've almost eliminated the entirety of every single Vanskri raider. And we still have cavalry alive. That is amazing. I think that is literally just due to the horse archer fix. That is literally it. Because if this was native or some other mod that did not have the horse archer fix, I'm pretty sure we would have lost this already. But there you go. 35 renown. 35. That is crazy. That is really crazy. Okay, so 18 deaths, 116 we killed. I actually killed 13. Well, technically wounded 13. That's pretty nice. And we're going to take a look at the various loot here. There doesn't seem to be anything... Amazing. The shield could be pretty good. That does seem pretty nice, actually. Maybe I should just take that and we'll just try it out a little bit. I mean, it's got 10 more size, only 3 less resistance, but it does have 100 less HP, which is obviously a big problem. But it does have a speed rating of 90. Not entirely sure how the speed rating really affects a shield, with the exception of maybe shield bashes and things like that, but otherwise I guess we're just going to take it and see if we can make good use of it. Alright, so that's pretty good. And yeah, so here's the thing. I did notice that one of the Vanskery groups did have a whole bunch of prisoners, but I'm not entirely sure if it was worth it, because just think about it. I mean, we lost how many? Like 19, 16, something along those lines, and now we can potentially take more than that, but is it worth it? Because we have a whole bunch here that really aren't part of our faction, probably going to affect our morale a little bit. Maybe if we're able to continue actually fighting and winning battles and things like that, then we should be okay. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I think everything's fine there. Okay, so let's continue onward, and now you can see exactly what's going on here. So you can see here we have the heretic army, and as you can see, there's this whole dance that went on here. Just an absolute dance going on, and thankfully I'm able to get by, but I was a bit worried about Coninger Valdis as well, because I continued thinking that we were actually at war against the Fyhrrsvein. So thankfully that's not the case. Anyway, I'm going to go back to Iversold Castle and we'll see what's going on there. Well, I couldn't really help it, but I saw another band of Vanskery raiders of about 30 strong, and I thought to myself, okay, we're gonna just fight these guys, maybe get an even 20 in terms of prisoners, because we currently have 17, I think, and we need 3 more to make it 20, so maybe it'd be a cool idea to try and do that, because next time we're in a town, we are certainly going to reap the benefits. Oh, thank you very much for that 13 damage. Great. Okay, well, anyway, as you can see, we are outnumbering them pretty heavily here. We have 67 on the battlefield, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to do anything here, because these fellows are targeting me with their laser-accurate axes and all kinds of wonderful throwing weapons, so that's not particularly good. Ah, there we go, there's a Vanskery warrior we got taken down, and maybe we can get another one. Idis. Oh, really? We're losing so many units? Ah, we're losing farmers. Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad, but not great. Did I really just get killed? Yeah, I really just got killed. You know the reason why I got killed? I think it's because of this guy right here. Because if I had decided, or shall we say, if I had maybe avoided him, then we might have been able to just continue onward with our horse, but instead I actually got stopped. Right dead, right there, and that resulted in my death, but that's okay, that's alright. We might be able to gain some additional other things. I mean, the loot from Vanskery Raiders is actually really nice, so I'm pretty happy with it. And we do get 2 prisoners. Oh, we get some Seer favorites. Oh, fantastic. I believe I was actually told by someone that they do have prisoner taking abilities, or at the very least gear, and I'm going to be very interested to see what happens with them once they level up, and yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Anyway, we are getting some clerics. Let's get some maiden warriors, because those go into maiden cavalry, and we like those a lot. Well, actually they go into maiden rangers first, but still, then they go into maiden cavalry, and I think that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, we are now here, but we're probably going to make our way over. Whoa, they have a lot of prisoners right there. Wait a minute. Hello there. Ah, you just have some farmers and some monks and things like that. That might actually be pretty good to rescue, but I'd like to see what's actually going on at Iversold Castle. We might be able to participate in the siege itself if I'm not still absolutely dead. So it might be an idea. You can see here that Baron Gaiden is in there immediately. And we might be... Whoa, wow, okay, that's pretty crazy. The Kingdom of Sarleon is attacking Iversold Castle with 1,452. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so Leslie, let's see what you're going to be speccing into. Well, technically, she is a trader. Wait a minute. We don't have a medic? Why do we not have a medic? That is weird. I thought we actually had one, but okay. I'm going to actually spec into surgery here and maybe see if she can help us out a little bit. I mean, am I the medic? I don't think I'm the medic, am I? Huh. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's continue to level up Sarah's agility here, and we'll probably get her some more in... Probably more in athletics. Make her go a little bit quicker whenever her horse dies. And Idis has also advanced. Ooh, he leveled twice? Wow, okay. You are apparently doing really well, Idis. Good job. Okay, so let's level up his Iron Flesh, I guess. Just make him a little bit more durable when he's on horseback, because obviously he's not going to be really using a shield that much because he's a horse archer. So, might make sense for us to just give him some raw HP increases. And everyone else has advanced. Okay, so yeah, we have 14 spaces. I currently do not have the HP to participate in the siege, so I suppose what we're going to do is we're just going to wait here for some time and see maybe if I can sneak in there at the last moment and maybe participate a little and get some XP. Oh well, never mind. Yes, it seems as though I was not able to rest enough in time for us to actually get into the castle before they took it. I mean, I'm not surprised. There's over 1,400 units here. That's pretty crazy numbers. And yeah, certainly not surprised that happened. Anyway, I would love to go to Rain right now because the chest is refilled. But as it stands, obviously I will be unable to do that because it's obviously Ravenstone territory. But I suppose what we could do instead is try and speak to King Ulrich. I believe he is actually here. If I could find him. It's going to be impossible, isn't it? Ah, there we go. That's great. Okay, so yes, we meet again about the task. Oh, you want your companion back, I see. Ah, he's very disappointed, isn't he? Okay, so Frederick has advanced to level 16 upon us completing this quest. He is a bright fellow. You're a lucky man to have such worthy companions. Thank you very much. Okay, so what's this? Ah, I have a sensitive matter which needs tending to, and no trustworthy retainers to take care of it. The fact is that I have a spy in Rain to keep an eye on things for me, and report anything that might warrant my attention. Every week I send someone to collect the spy's reports and bring them back to me. I don't mind a bit of skullduggery, because, well, hopefully that will increase our relation with King Ulrich, and that will make a great deal of sense. Okay, so, yes, I know what to do. Okay, so the armoire dances at midnight. The counterphrase is, but does he dance with the dresser or the candlestick? Yes. Doesn't make sense really, but okay, we're going to go with that. Okay, so we're going to go behind enemy lines by the looks of things. But first, we are going to be heading on over to Avendor. And we're going to be hopefully selling a whole bunch of prisoners there. And maybe selling our loot as well. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? And then we'll be heading on over to Rain, is it not? Yes, meet Spy and Rain. Oh, interesting. Maybe we'll be able to go into the chest when we are actually there at the same time. That might make sense. Okay, so what's this? Ah, fantastic. A ransom broker. So, as you can see here, Vanskari warriors per 1, 238. Nice. And Queen Agnes freebooters, 300 per 1. 95 per 1 of these marauders. And 136. But we made, what was it? 4,000? I think? 4,000 from prisoners alone? That's pretty crazy. Okay. Mercenary cavalryman. Sister Mora is a traveler. Do you have any news? Not particularly. And do you have any rumors either? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, they're talking about the cultists and the Red Brotherhood and all that sort of thing. Okay, 6,000 for some mercenary cavalrymen? I would like to be able to recruit them, but I don't think I really have the funds to spare. I would rather spend that on some kind of enterprise, of course. So let's just sell the whole bunch of stuff. I'm just going to sell the steel shield because I'm going to give this shield a chance. And we are going to sell everything else as well. That maiden crossbow is really good, actually. I'd like to be able to give that to someone, but I'm not entirely sure who could use it that actually needs it at the moment. I mean, Frederick at the moment I think is using a pretty decent... He's not using a crossbow? I actually thought he was using a crossbow. That's crazy. Okay, so apparently Sigismund is the one that is using a crossbow. Yeah, he's the one using a crossbow. Okay. Well, seems like we might have to give Frederick one, because as far as I'm aware, they actually get on really, really well. So it might make sense. And I think I'm actually going to take his bolts. I'm literally going to take Sigismund's bolts, and we're going to give that to Frederick. That seems to make sense. So let's just level him up a little bit here, and should I give him some more riding skill or maybe some more leadership? Because as far as I'm aware, he is going to become one of our vassals later down the line. So maybe giving him an additional point in leadership would make sense. So let's do that. And we'll give him the maiden crossbow as well as the balanced bolts. Now he's a ranged character, and he's actually using a horse as well, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so otherwise, that is it. Nothing else to really worry about there. Everyone's leveled up apart from these militia, and... okay, let's do it. Let's head on over to Rain, and I have a bad feeling about this, somewhat. Let's see if we're gonna be successful. We actually have a huge amount of Sarleon vassals coming with us by the looks of things. Ah, Eyegrim the Devourer. We might be able to fight him. Let's just see what happens with the Sarleon. Okay, apparently nothing? Ooh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Renew our contract, of course. Thank you very much. Okay, so... oh, wow. Okay, almost 1,400 units against Eygrim's 650. But they are the denizens of the undead, so we might have a, well, rather devastating battle on our hands. If the Kingdom of Sarleon decides to lose this, then they're going to be weakened for a very, very long time. Oh my. There's also the 3 seers incoming as I say that. So it seems to me like I'm going to have to head into this battle, whether I like it or not, but I'd like to restore myself a little bit more before I do. Alright, so look at the sight we have before us. We have an insanely long line of cavalry from the Kingdom of Sarleon versus the undead legions of Eyegrim the Devourer. You can see here that we have a huge amount of people on the battlefield, and it is giving me slight frame rate problems, which is a bit annoying. I don't know why that happens, but I guess it's just because there are just so many units. And once we have eliminated a couple of them, hopefully that will smooth out a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. But you can see here, I'm just trying to scout ahead, really. I'm just trying to get a bit of an eye on what kind of composition Eyegrim has. He has a whole bunch of cavalry, but for the most part, he does have only infantry, and these infantry are obviously not going to be extremely effective. But it really depends on the AI, doesn't it? It really depends on them, because they don't seem to want to do anything. And they have gone to the middle of the battlefield, and that's basically it. They haven't really done much else. So I'm not entirely sure what we're going to have on our hands here, but I suppose we will leave that for the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.